Welcome to MTB Archaeology, everyone. This is the Fezzari Delano Peak, and after weeks of me badgering Fezzari to let me try it out, they finally gave in. So this video is going to be me talking about it, so let's get into it.
You call this archaeology?
Alright, welcome back to MTB Archaeology, my excellent explorers. My name's Jake. Today I have a special surprise for all of you, for those who are subscribed to my channel, but also anybody who is here watching this video. I'm doing a special review of the Fezzari 2021 Delano Peak Elite. Fezzari, not a sponsor yet, allowed me to demo this bike for a day, which I was super excited about. This bike has similar specs to the bike I'm riding now. I have a giant Trans X 29er. I love that bike so much, and I really wanted to test this bike because of the similar specs, and I've heard a lot of great things about this bike. Here in Utah, Fezzari has a big following, but in the realm of mountain biking, it can kind of get lost in some of the bigger companies like Specialized or Commensal, Giant, things like that. So it's not as well known because this is a direct consumer brand. So yeah, in this review video, I'm going to talk about the specs of the bike, and we're talking about how it climbs, how it descends, and also, of course, my overall impressions, because let's face it, my opinion matters most, and it's going to help you decide whether you should buy this bike. I apologize for the sound. I lost my mic. I don't know where it went, so I'm going to have to just do it on my phone. So, kind of diving into the specs of this bike for you numbers guys. Starting from the bottom to the top, this Delano offers Stance Flow wheels, Maxxis tires. You have 2.3 in the back, 2.5 in the front. It goes up to 2.6, which is pretty cool if you want wider tires. The frame is their full cast carbon frame. You can see there's, again, the rear triangle kind of widens down here. You have frame protection. You have Fox 36 150 mil fork in the front, and you have Fox DPX 2 135 mil with a flip chip geometry in the back, so you can flip that if you want a more aggressive climbing angle or if you want a more slack. Seat tube angle, I believe, is 77.5 degrees, and the head tube is 65. You have a PNW dropper on the Elite package. The drivetrain, this is a Shimano Dior XT drivetrain 1x12. And you also have Shimano Dior brakes, 4-piston brakes, which are really needed for this bike because it is really fast. Weighing in about 30 pounds, I'll talk about that in the video. I was surprised at how fast this bike was going downhill. I'm not used to that. We have an ergon saddle, ergon grips. Let's see what else. Yeah, this bike is, like I said, super fast. This is the blue color. I think it also comes like a coral color. I like the blue better. However, anybody who knows me knows I like any colors from white to black and any of the shades of gray in between, even any 50 of those shades. But the blue kind of grew on me over time. I actually don't mind it at all anymore. But yeah, so that's enough of the specs of the bike. Let's get into how it climbed.
So right now we are descending up to Jacob's ladder, head up there, and we're going to talk to see how the Delano handles the descent. Right now off the bat, I can tell you it's pretty locked out, and it already feels really good, really light, playful. But the seat tube angle is pretty steep, so I feel like I'm right on top of the bike. It Feels like I climbed super well. It's not as slack as my trances. And the Shimano XT is super responsive. The gear shifters here are like super touchy. And I heard some people complain about this dropper post, but it is really just wants to be right up in your business. It's fat, fast, and aggressive. Woo, it's fast. Overall, I feel like I have a lot more energy climbing on this thing than my other bike. I really like it. Super playful, supple and light.
Alright, as you can see, this bike, the geometry is dialed. I mean, I have never climbed so fast on a bike before. I think it has a lot to do with the weight. I think it has a lot to do, but also I think it has a lot to do with the seat tube angle. I just felt like I was just right in that cockpit, just like right rearing to go up the hill, and it felt great. So overall, wonderful on the climbing. Let's go to the descending.
Okay, here we go. We're unlocked and ready to go. We're on Delano Peak, going down Jacob's Ladder. Oh, that's light. Ooh. Coming down. Woo. Oh, yeah. Woo. Woo. Ah, that breeze. So good. Woo. Yeah! This last bit of downhill, we're going to be doing Maple Hollow here in Corner Canyon. This trail showcases crazy downhill jank. Drops, kickers, to tight corners, you name it. So this is a great place to test a bike, I think. Lots of ruts, lots of craziness. So let's see how she does. How Delano holds up. Alright. Can handle this. I think a little more suspension in the back definitely be necessary for a trail like this. It feels super light. Oh. Woo! Oh man, I missed the wall ride. Woo! Woo! Dude, I'm clearing these with ease. Wow.
So I took this bike down some of the toughest trails that I'm pretty familiar with here in Utah. Took it down Jacob's Ladder and Maple Hollow, both of which are super technical downhill sections, really steep black trails, some of which I was not used to, and I'm not accustomed to going so fast on those hills. I crashed multiple times. You could probably tell in that video. I just wasn't ready for how fast and how capable this bike was. Initially I was timid because of such small suspension. I was thinking I was going to need more suspension with the 150 and 135 in the back. Although if you're going to do more of that enduro riding and some of the trails I was on, I would probably recommend bumping you up to the LaSalle Peak. But if you're doing, but it still handled the black technical stuff really well, and I felt so fast. So it really just soaked it up. It was a great all-around trail bike. But if you're doing more enduro style riding, downhill stuff, I would recommend the LaSalle because it has more travel. But if you're doing a mix of everything, cross country, enduro style, downhill, everything like that, I would recommend Delano Peak. So for my overall impressions, this bike is phenomenal. I was like pleasantly surprised at how it handled everything and how it could just soak everything up and how it was able to change a lot of my opinions about this bike. I was initially really timid about this bike, and for a price point of $4,500, I always thought, like, why not just bump yourself up to LaSalle? But with this, you're getting versatility, you're getting the components in that price, and a carbon frame. So if you're looking for something that can do it all for a trail bike, I probably would recommend the Delano. Overall, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it did really well, and I would probably buy one if my wife lets me. I would recommend getting it if you have a chance or taking it out for a spin, riding it. Yeah, it was Fezzari. If you're not familiar with Fezzari, they offer a 23-point setup for your bike. Custom orders, they build at 90% and then send it to you. You just put the handlebars and the wheels on pretty much and you're good to go. They offer a 30-day rider and love it guarantee. If you don't love it, send it back. Everyone I've worked with at Fezzari and talked with at Fezzari has been phenomenal. They're so helpful, really great guys. If you get a chance to go to their location, they have a new location here in Utah in Linden, and it is so nice. It's so cool. And everyone there is just the coolest. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review video. I don't get to do a lot of these videos very often. I have a lot of things going on lately, and I'll be doing some updates here soon, what's going on in my life. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for future content similar to this. I'm going to try to do more bike reviews like this, see if I can get out and do that. So, but until then, be sure to get out and ride your local trails and dig up any history near you. See you guys next time.